6:23 on this Saturday morning, and it's time now for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer and general manager Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral.
Yeah, and this morning he's getting us more on healthy alternatives without sacrificing flavor. Good morning, Eric. What's up? I love the outfit.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good.
That is a fantastic outfit. It threw me
Got
off
the
a
hood
little
for
bit.
you if you guys need that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
there we go.
Love it.
Well, that's just an alternative to getting into the holiday spirit. So, of course, Eric, this time of year, we're talking about a lot of goodies in the house, a lot of parties going on. You have a lot of flour and sugar and things going around. So what are some of the basic, maybe easy switches people can do this time of year while they still allows them to indulge, but then at the same time, maybe have a healthier option?
Absolutely. You know, I know we've done a previous segment on how sugar intake impacts, and a lot of people get that frowny face, like, "Hey, I have sugar with everything I eat," and we want to let people know that they can actually enjoy the sugar and the sweetness, but without the actual refined sugar. So when we look at our traditional ingredients of your white sugar that's refined or your oils, this is something that is going to be detrimental to everything you eat, because as we talked about with sugar, that's going to impact your insulin, your hormone that forces you to store calories as well as cause inflammation. Also, the same thing with these oils is that you're looking at a fat that is inflammatory to your system. So when we look at butter, which is like a mainstay for all of us, right? There's a big difference when you look at in the store and you see grass-fed butter. Because grass-fed butter, what the difference is with grass-fed butter and grass-fed meat is it yields an an omega-3 fat, where when they're grain-fed, it yields an omega-6 fat. So omega-6 fat's inflammatory. Omega-3 fat is an anti-inflammatory, much better for your system, very good for brain health, circulation. And one of the other really, really good alternatives for oil in recipes is a coconut oil. And a lot of people hear coconut oil, they're like, "Man, I'm not a big coconut fan." But when you look at getting the refined cold pressed coconut oil, it doesn't even taste like that. So it really gives you a great alternative. That is a phenomenal medium chain triglyceride, which is a fat that is going to support brain health, but also it is a fat that your body can't process to store. It can only utilize as energy. So it's a really good one. Now, obviously, we talk about Cup of Joe, and I know this has been on the segment a couple times. And, we like to have additives to our coffee. And, my staple in the morning is liquid stevia leaf. This is that secret weapon because it's something that is very, very sweet. Literally 2 or 3 drops of this is going to make, a large cup of coffee pretty sweet. They have flavors. It's not just a basic sweetener, that vanilla, cinnamon, whatever your flavor is. But what it really does is not only does it sweeten the coffee, but it does not impact your insulin. So you don't have that sugar hit that you would from normal sugar. Then the other benefit you're going to have is it actually alkalines the coffee. So, most of us understand that, hey, coffee's acidic, and this is something that's going to help you out. And then adding to that is your heavy whipping cream, which is, a really good fat. But, I want to leave you with, talking about sugar, we have our baked goods, our little gingerbread house, and our cookies and our favorites. You have some sugars that will take 100% the place of white sugar, but not sacrifice any of the flavor. And now you have a monk fruit extract. This is one of the ones I like to use that is actually something that does not impact your glycemic index at all, but it's still going to be just as sweet, if not sweeter, as regular sugar. So I really, want to encourage you guys to, don't sacrifice saying, "I'm not ever going to have that indulging." You can still indulge and stay healthy and enjoy all the things of the holiday that it brings.
Great advice.
Always want to thank Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng for joining us this morning, of course, talking about some of those alternatives to the normal sweeteners that we're going to have this time of year and into the new year. 7:23 is the time, and it's time now for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer and general manager Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral.
Yeah, and this morning he's getting festive, making some healthy cookies. Eric, good morning. I love your outfits.
Good morning. Thanks. Yeah, I brought in the minions to help us out. We're in that holiday season, and we want to enjoy it so much and have that that experience of how much we can enjoy those sweets and, you know, the fattening and the sweet tasting every day. And, you know, this is an easy no-bake recipe. So I'm going to have my chef number one here. He's going to take, we've got peanut butter. So these are some no-bake cookies. So we're going to take a half a cup of peanut butter, get that in the pot, right? Who doesn't like peanut butter, right? And we go with a natural peanut butter. And again, it's based off of what you like. Crunchy could be a little bit messy there. And then I'm going to have Ratatouille over here. She's going to grab our honey. Now, we look at using a local raw honey. It makes such a difference on the glycemic index because it's not a pasteurized or heated product. And also it benefits you immensely to have local honey. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move into coconut oil. We talked about that in the last segment, that this is going to be a great alternative for those cooking oils and make sure that we have the right fats and a medium chain triglyceride that's going to be in. Last, we're going to put in some sea salt. So you can just go ahead and dump that whole thing right into the pot. And then we're going to take that over to the stove. We've got this raging hot stove behind us, which we don't. Obviously, we want to be safe. It's a family show. And then we're going to heat that on low. Then what we're going to do is we're going to combine a couple cups of oatmeal into that mixture. Then, you know, I mean, you got to have chocolate, right? So we're going to put some cacao in. Go ahead and dump that in for me. You can go ahead and add in that cacao. And then here is where it gets to be, what is your flavor? Do you have some shredded coconut? It gives it great texture, gives it another line of sweetness, and it is going to be one of them the great additives. You can go ahead and add in the coconut. And then finally, this is the game changer. I do some collagen protein. So it actually adds protein to your cookies, so you're getting a great macronutrient profile. So we're going to see our end product, because as that would be heating up, you're stirring it and it comes together. Can you grab me the cookies, sir? So what we're going to see is our end product, because you're going to take these cookies out of the pot. You're going to put them in. He came right out of the basement, the elf. And then this is what you get for the finished product. You just scoop and you put them on your baking sheet that's parchment paper, pop them in your fridge for about 20 minutes, and then you have this great texture. Watch how good they are. Num nums. Yeah, the elves are eating away. These are great. It has awesome texture, but chocolate and peanut butter, you can't go wrong. So we want everybody to enjoy the holiday season and look at sourcing healthy ingredients to keep those recipes doing great. We love being a part of this. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, because we won't see you until after the holiday.
Yeah, I hope you guys do as well. Those look delicious.
Happy holidays, of course, to the whole STRATMAN family there. I think we're going to need to bring the elves back in at some point for more segments down the line as well. They did a fantastic job.
Cute.
Of course, that was Eric STRATMAN, General Manager, CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral, talking to us a little bit more about some of the healthier alternatives, baking inside of the home for this holiday season, as opposed to maybe buying some prepackaged foods.